Hey YouTube, Scarpad from Scarpad's Comic Treks here with another video for you. This time looking at a Prime Day purchase I picked up. Prime Day, of course, was over the weekend, and they always have really good deals on videos and CDs and DVDs and so forth. So picked up a lot of DVD stuff, and maybe I'll go over some of that in another video. But what I usually take the opportunity to do when they have these Prime Days every few years is upgrade my Fire HD tablet. Now, I've always said that for doing digital comics, which I do a lot of, probably I would say an iPad. If you get like an iPad Air, is the best tablet for viewing comics. They got some great apps like Chunky and Yak Reader that just aren't available on the Android line. But those tablets are $400, $500, $600. So I would say my next best bet would be, I've always said, would be go with a Fire HD 10 tablet. Those came out a few years back, and they were good, affordable tablets. And there's some benefits too going with a Fire HD tablet. But this is the one I'm replacing. This came out a few years back, I think 2018 or 17, and it had a little bit different form factor than the one they have out now. They've changed it a little bit, and I think they changed it for the Plus here because I always felt that this was a little too wide and narrow to handle comfortably when you're reading a book or whatever. So here's, for example, here's Marvel Unlimited on it. Let's just go into a book and bring a book up here. And they look phenomenal. So here's a panel on it, full screen. Let's see if we can bring down this a little bit so you can see a little bit better. There we go. All right. So, a really, really nice tablets for reading digital comics. And very easy to get the Play Store on. Because without the Play Store from Google, you're left to doing the Amazon store alone, which is okay. They have all things like Comixology, of course, because they own Comixology. But you're not going to find Marvel Unlimited. You're not going to find DC Unlimited because obviously they want you to go with Comixology or Amazon. But very easy to sideload sideload those, and that's what I did. I got the Google Play Store on here and on the new tablet as well. Really easy to set up and do. And then once you do that, you can get YouTube and you get all the Android versions of the apps if they're not on the Amazon store. This is basically running a forked version of Android 9.0. So pretty much anything that runs on Android is going to run on this without a problem. And as I said, this is the one I'm trading in. So the nice thing about Prime Day is I was able to trade this in for like, $30, $40, get 20% off the tablet I'm getting on the next tablet, and get a good price on the tablet I'm getting. So this is the new tablet, and this is the Fire HD Plus. Now, they have two different versions of this. They have the Fire HD 10 and the Fire HD 10 Plus. The only change between the 10 and the 10 Plus is the 10 has 3 gigabytes of RAM. The 10 Plus has 4 gigabytes of RAM. So if you're going to do things like keep browser windows open or multiple icons, multiple apps, things that's a little bit RAM intensive, and you might notice some web pages loading better on the 10 Plus. Also, this has wireless charging, so you can take any Qi charger, put it on this, and charge it. So that's kind of nice. So I went ahead and I picked up the 10 Plus. I do like the extra RAM that's in this. Although you could probably make use of the 10, and the screen is going to be the same. I got the 64 gigabyte version of this, and I put 400 gigabyte card in there for some comic files I already have and for ones I download off the other apps. Now, this is a little different this year, this version of it. What they did is they went to more of a 16 by 10 screen, more of a book type screen size. Here it is right there. almost more like what the iPad is. And I'm kind of glad of that. It's not as tall. If you look at this, see if I can hold them both at the same time. And you look at this together, you can see, because of the bigger bezels, you can see how much taller that is. So you're getting the same screen dimensions on this one, but a little bit easier to handle. Now, I guess it depends on what you're going to be using this for. That one is a little bit nicer for movies because you got more of the movie screen ratio, less of the black bars. But this one is certainly, I think, better for doing comics and reading magazines and reading books and doing stuff like that. So as you see, so I have my apps all set down here. There's a comic page in Comic Cat, which is I'm using for a normal CBR file right there. And here's Marvel Unlimited. And there's the same page I had pulled up on the other one. And you can see the speed of that, really, really pretty quick. So these tablets were on Prime Day. Now, obviously, Prime Day is over with. The sales are done. But I usually have these tablets on sale a couple times a year. Black Friday, Prime Day, Christmas. The regular 10 was $99. No, I take it back. The 10 was $79, and the Plus was $109 from the normal $149 that it normally is, and $179. So they were quite a bit off the regular price, $70 off, and you'll see them anywhere between $50 and $70 off the regular price during the sale times. But I'm finding this very nice to be able to hold. It's not that heavy. You can even, this has a nice soft back. So even if you didn't want to buy a case for it, I picked up the basic case, which is a stand case. And it makes it, a little bit, keep the screen nice. They have a charging case for this tablet, which if you buy it, basically when it needs to be charged, you just drop the tablet right into the charging case, and this becomes almost like an Echo Show device, where you'll have the Echo Show screen, and you can do all regular Echo Show stuff until you pull the tablet off and make it back into a tablet again. So some of the things I like about this, by having digital comics on this platform, because this is Android, because this is an Android and an Amazon device, Amazon owns Comixology, you can buy comics through the app. Unlike on iOS, where you can't buy, you have to go out to a browser, buy the comics, go back into the app, and read the comics, which is kind of a pain in the ass. But here you can buy the comics, everything right through the application that's on the device. You can either read them through the Comixology app, you can read them through the Kindle app. I have things like Tidal on here, Netflix, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Plex, Tubi, Shudder. I even got Apple Music on here for my Apple Music account. So it runs quite a bit of stuff. I'm pretty impressed by this tablet. If you're looking for a good, comic-only reader and don't want to spend all that money, there's really no reason to go out to an iPad. If all you could be doing is reading comics with it. I find the size a really good, starting point for reading digital comics. They also make this in the 8, and I find the 8 just a little too small. This is a nice size without having to pan and scan around. back in here. And everybody's not reading this Jeff Lemire book. I started reading this up on Comixology, the Snow Angels. It's kind of an interesting comic up there. Comixology has quite a bit of unique stuff that you get to borrow if you're part of the Comixology Unlimited for $5.99 a month. So I've been reading that, and that's a pretty decent comic. But as I said, people trying to read digital comics on their phone, I can understand why they hate them because, it's just too small of a device. But this really, really makes it nice to read digital comics. And then you have your Kindle library and app library and everything right in here. So, I recommend this. I think, and you got Audible, also owned by Amazon, which I get my audiobooks through. I think it's a more well-rounded device and cheaper too. So, and I put a 400 gig card in here for like $50. I can download a ton of comics and books and movies and stuff like that, Prime videos. So if you're looking for a tablet and you're looking for something, reasonably priced and you want to read digital comics with it, I really highly recommend this new 2021 Kindle Fire HD 10. And if you can get if you have a few extra bucks, go for the Plus because I just think it's a little bit snappier and it's nice with the wireless charging. So that's about all I wanted to come in here and show today. As I said, maybe in the upcoming days I'll do another video of some of the movies and DVD deals I got during the Prime sale. Might want to leave a message on this video. What did you pick up during Prime Day? Did you pick up a tablet, a device of any kind of movies or Blu-rays? What was your best deal, or did you just take the money and leave it in your pocket? Which is what I should have done. All right, everybody. We'll catch you later. Scarpad from Scarpad's Comic Treks. You all have a good day, and we'll see you in the next one.